Hey.
Hello.
Hi. Waiting for Instagram. There she is. Hey, you guys. It's
Hello.
Caroline and Violet. How are you today? Sorry, there's no Suzanne and Alan today. They had appointments and they were, Suzanne called and said, I'm not going to make it back in time. Will you and Violet handle the show today? So here we are. If you are not familiar with us, we are part of Suzanne and Alan's family and also business. I'm Caroline Summers. This is granddaughter Violet Summers. So we're talking about gut health supplements today. This one right here has had a road with gut health. So
Can I pour it?
sure. Here.
I made a smoothie.
Violet just made a smoothie because she was hungry. You want to do it over
Wait,
here,
she
sweet?
thick, so
She thick.
careful.
Oh, other way. Okay. Well, that way's fine.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh. Splish splash.
Okay, good. Ooh. Okay. Violet forgot to eat today, so she's gonna have herself a little gut renew smoothie. If you guys are aware, gut renew superfood protein formula. We can't keep this stuff in stock. This is available at SuzanneSummers.com. We have original flavor. We have chocolate flavor. They both have about 20 grams of organic plant-based protein. The best value to get in on Gut Renew is to get on subscription. You can get this value size bag for about $90 a month, only on subscription. So highly recommend that you do that. But today we have, our sale today is on supplements because
Chocolate today.
yeah, I mean, you'll get your first batch in the Gut Renew, and then we want you to have the targeted nutrition that you need to help turn around your gut microbiome. So that's what we're going for today. Good, V?
Wait, so what's the sale today?
The sale is 30% off. Wait, I did it. There we go. There. It's 30% off supplements. The promo code is GUT30, and that is at SuzanneSummers.com. So anything in the supplement category is 30% off. Gut Renew is already marked down, so there is no additional markdown on Gut Renew because we've already marked it down more than 30%. Coral, $3 a serving for Gut Renew. That is more than some people can afford. Some people, when they can't afford the full dose of it, will use half a dose so that they at least get some of those nutrients. So then you're looking at $1.50 a serving. It's really, listen, I know we all have to prioritize different choices and things. What flavors is Violet drinking? Just curious.
Chocolate. I put a banana in here. And I put little chocolate chips, but then I blended them too much.
Carob chips. Cacao chips.
We're never using carob
Not
chips.
carob,
They're never
cacao.
gonna be carob
Sorry,
chips.
cacao.
Carob is like something weird, right? Wait, what does mother mean? Sarah's always teaching me the Gen Z language. She said, Violet, you look so mother. I'm sure that's something like Lana Del Rey related.
I don't know. And yes, we also have a payment plan. The sugars in Gut Renew are very low. The original has 0 sugars. The chocolate has 3 sugars. So they're both very low. And people are getting great results with their gut health. They're getting on top of their gut health. We're helping to turn around that microbiome. Oh, the air conditioning just went off. Are you cold?
I'm cold.
Oh, well, it just went off, so you'll get warm now.
Good? Yeah.
Helping to get our stomachs flatter if you are struggling with bloating or constipation or cramping or, just not feeling like you're digesting food well. That is where these products have really struck a chord, and super delicious, the Gut Renew. So anyway, let's jump into supplements. Violet takes a lot of supplements every day. Our whole family does, but I think because you had so many issues with your gut health, at 14, she's like, just tell me what to do. You're so compliant.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fun to take supplements.
I do the thing.
Yeah. But also
like every night.
But also you felt so bad
Mm-hmm.
that I mean, you were motivated too, but I know a lot of people who feel bad who still can't do it. So props to you. And now she's healthy.
Oh yeah.
And vibrant. You know, when your gut health is off, it can massively affect your energy. It can massively affect your mood. It can massively affect your weight. There are so many things that start with gut health, can affect your skin, and there's so many different things. So the two most important foundational products for gut health are going to be your advanced probiotic. This is in our Gut Renew packaging now, advanced probiotic. Do you want to talk about why probiotic is so important, Violet?
Yes, because sometimes I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here. Okay. Sometimes you have
to... Just be compliant.
Sometimes you have to take an antibiotic. Like me, for example, this week. I was rushed into an emergency dental appointment because I got a popcorn kernel stuck in the back of my molar. And it caused a severe infection, which...
It sounds silly, but it was bad.
Which gave me a lot of pain, waking up in the middle of the night screaming, whatever. And so the antibiotic that I have to take, sometimes if your gut health, especially if your gut health is already compromised for whatever reason, food allergies, etc., whatever.
Overuse of antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
Bad food.
An antibiotic wipes out all the bacteria in your gut. So you need good bacteria to kill the bad bacteria. It's like a battle, you know what I mean, on Earth.
Because an antibiotic is killing the bad guys, but it also kills the good guys. So
exactly.
Now it's like your system's wiped out.
So then you have nothing. It's like we have light and shadow, and then we just have a void. So we're not going into a void with our guts. We're keeping the contrast. So you need to add the probiotics so that stuff can happen, but you also need prebiotics when you take a probiotic.
That's coming next. So I want to show you. This is Suzanne's amazing advanced probiotic. And why is it look like that pill within a pill? Well, the reason because the bacteria that are in a probiotic are actually alive. So they have to make the journey all the way down through, the stomach is here, so they have to go down your esophagus. They have to survive that journey with the stomach acid to then get into the intestine.
Stomach acid could do to a human if outside the body.
What?
It could kill, right?
Burn. I don't know that for sure.
Hydrochloric acid?
Yeah.
Hydrochloric acid, like if you threw hydrochloric acid on someone, they would just die. Like their face would come off. It's a crazy thing.
Sounds like we're in a James Bond movie now.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, the probiotic, because it's dual encapsulated like that, it gives it the chance to survive the journey so that those live bacteria can make their way to the intestine. What happens when they make their way to the intestine? Suzanne has in here, it's called bacteriophage. What does that mean? It means it has like a whole team of good guys, soldiers, that are gonna knock out the bad guys. So you wanna get rid of those bad guys. But then it's gonna repopulate the gut with the good guys. So now you're helping to turn around that microbiome. Like poor Violet, when she was a teenager, she just, because she had mold, she had Lyme, she was allergic to food, it was awful. So her microbiome was very few good guys and mostly bad guys. She's tiny little thing. She was so bloated and so just didn't want to eat at all. And the girl's got an appetite. It's not like she's one of those like, no thanks, not me. It was uncomfortable to eat. So
I still had an appetite, but when I ate it just like hurt.
Yeah.
Because also sometimes when you have compromised gut health, you'll get this layer of inflammation between the skin and the muscles, which appears to be cellulite. So I was walking around like 14 years old and just really bloated out of my mind and had this like layer of,
and not eating and dancing
cellulite.
all day
and eating, and I was dancing all day. It happened. So take the all the supplements.
This does not need
cut
to be
sugar and carbs.
Cut the sugar and carbs, because the sugar feeds the bad bacteria. The carbohydrates feed the bad bacteria. So that's why for Violet, having a nutritious and great product like Gut Renew, that we took all the ingredients that she used to get well and we put them in Gut Renew because we wanted her to have a digestible form of protein, all those beautiful gut health nutrients, extra immune support, and things to just help her, thrive.
Aunt Maria's here.
Hi, Aunt Ree.
Everyone's saying really nice things today, so I just want to call it out.
Oh, that's nice. So anyway, Suzanne always says, if you are only going to take one supplement, take a probiotic. This is the one.
I agree.
And this does not need to be refrigerated because it's dual encapsulated. Knock out some of those bad guys. You need both. You'll always need both, but most of us have way too many bad and not enough good.
And for people who tell you to eat yogurt, they can kind of go away because
and just enjoy yogurt, but it's not gonna
like
help your
yogurt's not gonna solve your gut problems.
It's not.
And if you really want to get a prebiotic, probiotic type of food, sauerkraut, in my opinion, just slay. But don't get yogurt and think your gut health.
And eat yogurt because yogurt's tastier.
A lot of people with compromised gut health do have unknown allergies, and dairy, gluten, and eggs are very common.
Those are some of the 3 biggies. So,
and people are asking about diet too. I feel like it's also important to mention, like, supplementation is so important, but it's also diet. Like,
never in place of diet.
Yeah,
in addition
exactly.
to a good diet.
In addition to, like, you know.
Well, because it helps to fill in the gaps where things start dipping. That's where we start putting things back. Extra nutrition.
Sorry.
Okay, now one other way to help your probiotic work best, you need.
It's sort of a must.
What?
Prebiotic.
Prebiotic.
Because here's the thing, a probiotic will only do so much. You need something to feed it. You can't just plant a seed and let it rot inside in an indoor thing without water or sunlight or anything. You need to plant the seed, which is the probiotic, and then feed it water and sunlight and stuff in order to make it grow and make it, you know what I mean?
This is the prebiotic, which is food for your You want one? Food for your.
So one time I actually did in 2019 overdose on these because I thought they were really like tasty.
They're so good.
I thought they were good, and
especially when you're not eating sugar. You're like, damn.
I wasn't eating sugar, and I'd come home from college, and then I would like not have food at the house because I was a college kid and like didn't have my fridge stocked. So I'd eat like 14.
But mom always sent you these.
Yeah, and I did have like 19 in one sitting once, and so it's a little hard for me to eat them now, just after that experience. But they are really good for you. I'll see if I can.
Darlene said, Violet, I have 3 daughters that have stomach problems. Do you have an Instagram account, and do you talk about gut renew on it and how it's helped you?
I don't really do anything on my Instagram account now. Wait.
She's chewing. Darlene, Violet shares. Yeah, Violet shares most of her gut health here on Suzanne's account.
Yeah, catch me here.
Because so much of this line was developed because of Violet and her sister Camellia also had the same kinds of issues, and then it just happened at the same time that Suzanne and Alan started having these issues. Suzanne was bloated for years. She couldn't. I mean, do you remember how bloated she was? Mm-hmm. She had a hard, bloated stomach, and they used to kind of, commiserate about it.
Bloated.
Both of you always like these, slim bodies, and then just a stomach that you couldn't get a hold of.
Honestly.
So
she's skinnier than I am now.
So that's our prebiotic and probiotic. We're gonna say these are super important for gut health. There are a couple other products that we want to talk about.
How long does it last?
But remember,
we're getting a lot of questions about shelf life of gut renew.
Oh, of gut renew? I mean, we say 2 years, but I haven't had one go bad. I mean, there's not.
Does Violet have SIBO? I had that at one point.
She said I mean.
PPP keeps asking if you like sexy things, yes or no.
Oh no, we don't talk to those people. They're just trying to get you to talk to them.
Sorry.
You hear the blower? I know. We're gonna can in the sound.
Someone keeps asking me to grab a Kleenex.
Oh. Okay. Next, I want to talk about digestive enzymes. Are you allergic? I have nasal renew.
What?
I have nasal renew. If you're allergic. Let's talk about digestive enzymes. So here's another thing that can interrupt healthy digestion. If you are no longer making the proper amount of digestive enzymes, that first pass when you eat your food, the first thing that has to happen is your body breaks it down with digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid. So if you're not making enough digestive enzymes, or if for some reason they've been thwarted, like Violet's, it also just happens with age. you start not making as many digestive enzymes. So what you do here is when you eat, you take the digestive enzymes with your food, and this helps the beginning of the breakdown process of the food. The other thing that a lot of people need, and they don't know it, is hydrochloric acid. This is called betaine HCl plus pepsin. HCl stands for hydrochloric acid. So a lot of people, when they feel that acid thing in their chest, they think they need an antacid, right? Take the acid away. Suzanne used to be addicted to those cherry flavored Tums. Always. You don't even know how many. I was like, she always had cherry flavored Tums. Yeah. What she found out with all the doctors that she works with and all the experts.
I just have something in my throat.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What she found out is that she does not make enough hydrochloric acid. So she takes the hydrochloric acid again with her food every time she eats. She says to start with one. If one isn't enough to get that, that feeling where food's coming back on you, or you get a little bit of that burning in your chest, take one with your meals. If one isn't enough, take two. If it starts to burn, then you know you can back off and go back. And that is exactly what Suzanne does with every meal. She needs to take digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid in order to digest her food properly. If you don't have these, you can end up getting, and you need them, you can end up getting that burning feeling in your chest. Food can come back on you. You can also get super bloated. This has been a game changer. I would try the digestive enzyme first, and if that isn't enough for you, you're gonna test that betaine HCl.
Does Violet take an antibiotic for SIBO? No. I've heard of people doing that, but that's like some witchy stuff to me.
With SIBO, I can't even remember which one that was and what happened to you.
No, that was more recent, but people sometimes take antibiotics with SIBO, but that sounds really spooky to me.
Yeah, it's a question for a doctor. We can't talk about medications like that. Okay, lastly, I just have to say that I have to give a disclaimer.
Sorry, I really just.
Do you need to step out? You okay? You need to go cough it up? Is it like the popcorn kernel in your tooth? We also want to talk about gentle colon renew. If you suffer from occasional constipation, or if you just feel like you're always constipated, again, getting a good product like Gut Renew in you, have a smoothie once a day. I can't tell you how many people say to me like, wow, that Gut Renew, they're like literally dying to talk to me about their pooping because it's easier when they have their Gut Renew. So this might be enough for you. One smoothie a day might be enough. Sometimes I have 2 smoothies a day. It just depends. But it does help your digestive process to move more efficiently and smoothly. But if you're someone who needs a little extra help in that arena with occasional constipation, this product is called Gentle Colon Renew. It's a powder. You add it to, we definitely like it with hot water. We say cold or hot water, but it's better with warm water. I put it with warm water and lemon.
I don't use it because I used to need that.
Before we had it.
Before I was regular. And now after doing all this stuff, eating well, taking supplements, Gut Renew smoothies, like now I'm regular. Which is a victory.
That is a great feeling.
It can happen.
Yeah. So you just take 1 scoop of this, put it in a mug, your favorite mug, and I like to add a little lemon to it as well. And you drink this like a warm, fizzy tea before you go to bed. And in the morning, what happens is, it's not like fiber products that help with constipation. Fiber products, again, can make you super bloated because it's like, imagine if you're backed up like that and then you bring in the fiber and your stomach can just get so distended and uncomfortable because it can't pass.
Yeah.
This works with vitamin C and magnesium, and it actually works on the muscles of your colon. It helps to contract them, which makes for a much more gentle elimination. So
it sounds delightful. Gentle colon renew. Who wouldn't want that? It doesn't sound like max out your system.
No, I mean
to blow. Gentle.
Well,
colon renew.
there are those products out there, and is that something you guys are interested in? Because some people have said like we should do one that is faster acting. it kind of makes me nervous, but some people really need them and they do sell really well. But again, this is not a, blast you out. You don't have to stay near the bathroom. You don't have to worry like, am I going to be able to go to work? No, you're fine. You're just going to feel better in the morning. If you have diverticulitis, you need to ask your doctor, Miss Bella. I'm just going to answer some of your
colonoscopy and it was well.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, Judy said those fiber products give her cramps. It's true.
I'm cold.
Okay, so Heather said, Violet, you're so funny. I totally agree with you. Also, I do have the Colon Renew and I do love it. That's great. April said, it's amazing how you feel when your inner plumbing works better. That is true.
That's true. My grandfather, George Canoni, was a plumber.
That's true.
My great-grandfather.
He was. My mother's mother was a plumber.
No, your mother's father.
I mean, my mother's father. We called him.
I don't think women were working in those days.
We called him Bumpy. Some women were.
Yeah.
I don't think there were many plumbers, but
I just don't think women were getting like down and dirty.
we have a shortage of plumbers. No one wants to be a plumber. Plumber is good money. If you've ever had to call a plumber, you know. And speaking of plumbing, like this is what we're trying to do, is to move everything through our system and unclog the pipes. So let's also talk about the brain.
Yeah.
When you're not getting the right amount of good flora in your gut, too much bad flora, not enough good flora, it also affects your brain because you don't make healthy neurotransmitters. You need a healthy gut that's responsible for 80% of your neurotransmitters. So what are your neurotransmitters? They're the things that make you feel happy, calm. What is going on with you back there?
I'm cold.
You're
Sorry.
just...
My clothes I didn't want to say anything.
She's like twitchy. So your neurotransmitter production, it is really important that you have healthy gut. So again, these are 5 amazing gut health products, and of course the foundational product is the Gut Renew. So if you want to jump onto subscription for the Gut Renew, that's how you can lock in the lowest price. This gets down to $3 a serving when you get on subscription. $3 a serving for 20 grams of protein, your first course of gut health nutrients, prebiotics, probiotics, digestive enzymes, triphala blend, marshmallow root extract, which is so important for the lining of the gut. Violet had leaky gut as well. So marshmallow root extract helps to support healthy gut lining. The gut lining is like 1 cell thick. It is thin. So that's why we can get perforated holes in our gut lining from all the toxicity. We get we get pesticides on our food, and our food supply just isn't
Think about what goes into
what it
the
used
air.
to be.
Think about literally just like
The air, the water, the
skincare.
food.
Like God forbid you need to put hairspray in your hair one day. It's just thousands of toxins.
Yeah, a lot of toxins. The things that Suzanne has educated us about.
Mm-hmm.
You're burning a candle, because that seems like good and calming.
Paraffin.
Not if it's got, VOCs that are emitting into
Going
your
to get
indoor air.
gas for the car.
Yeah, we get a lot of, when she was so sensitive, just getting on an airplane. Yeah, I didn't realize how much mold is on airplanes.
Mold, or even like benzene toxicity from cars. Any of those
And from
products that people say are good, but they're
petroleum.
actually humectants, petroleum jelly.
Yeah. No, it's true. And if you're healthy and well, you can tolerate these things and it doesn't affect you on the daily. But if you start going down like Violet did, all of a sudden it was like she had what they call multiple chemical sensitivity, which just means it's like you are allergic to everything.
Well, that's what's fun about where I am now, is that I've used all these products for years and been really diligent about diet and supplements. So now I can have a piece of candy occasionally and enjoy myself and just live life kind of normally. And I just I never thought I'd be at that place.
It's
and
true.
It doesn't affect me.
Victoria said, love the gut renew. It's a game changer. Do your candles have lead-free wicks? Of course, Jackie, lead-free. Ernest and Crystal said, everything I've ordered is wonderful. Gut renew is at the top, but I have never had a bad product. Love them. That's so nice. Joyce said, finally got my gut renew. I have to get on a better delivery as I ran out for a week. Then I'm jonesing all week. We don't want you to be without your gut renew.
Jonesing.
Mermaid XO said, I see Armenio in your daughter. So beautiful. Yep, she's definitely has some. Armenio is my dad's. It's my maiden name. Do you still need the pre and probiotics if you take gut renew? Diana, such a good question. I do, because I just believe so strongly in staying on top of that gut health. Some people, if they just take the gut renew, that's enough for them.
I'd say still take probiotics. This has a lot of prebiotics in it. Mm-hmm. But if you need a gut makeover, get everything.
Yeah, you definitely need the probiotic. If you're feeling like you have any discomfort in your digestion, if you're not totally regular, if you have bloating, you definitely need to at least take the probiotic with the gut renew. Also because of that dual encapsulation, because this is a powder and this has that dual encapsulation.
Gut renew helps constipation for
it helps
Coralie, who was trying to ask that in a more polite way.
It helps to make your digestive system more efficient. So constipation is a medical condition. So
I love every single product, and it's a plus that Suzanne is my name too on all the products. Probiotics save your life. You rock, Violet. You really know your stuff. Violet is very, very intelligent. Should I go on? No, I'm kidding. What? Yeah. Are you having any more new recipes for the gut renew shakes? We can. If that's something you want.
I mean, my goodness, we have so many recipes.
What about?
Oh, you know what Violet got? I was going to make you a blue one today. She got this sea moss.
Sea moss gel.
Which I'm like, I mean, we already have so much good stuff in here.
It's really good for you.
I know, but we already have 50 sea minerals in here, so.
I do love
we have this
food from the sea.
We've got a blue sea moss, and I was like, oh, we could make a blue gut renew.
So another skill I have is holding a lot of these at once. Okay, wait, what's...
I was about to balance it on you.
It
feels really good not to have that bloating anymore.
Yes.
You know, especially when you get to my age, you can blame it on so many things. Like, is it menopause? Is it perimenopause? Is it, have I not been exercising enough? It's like, what is it? But once I got on this system, and again, I did it to help my children. But once I got on that system, and then Suzanne has educated all of us so much about gut health, your food digests more easily. And it's also, you get full from this because you're actually getting the nutrition that your body needs. When we eat, toast or crackers or French fries, it's like you're not giving your body nutrition, and then it's constantly hungry. And those foods can cause, sugars and simple carbs are not great for digestion.
A lot of people are asking how long it takes to see improvement. I think it really depends on where you are in your gut journey. And also gut health, it's kind of a slow ride, but everything matters because it affects literally your whole life. Being bloated, now when I get bloated, it's so surprising to me and I can't believe I used to live in that state. It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. I used to go to bed bloated and wake up bloated the next day, and it was just never ending.
It's also just depressing.
It's very depressing. And then the neurotransmitters, everything. So it is important to live your life, have fun, but be disciplined. You have to have a period of time where you're really disciplined about everything, and then you can get to the other side.
I would say, their issues were severe, and
I was really severe.
Yeah, so. They were severe. I mean, she had to go to a clinic and stay there for 6 weeks to get on top of her gut health.
And it still took years after that.
Yeah, but I would say like really you started to see some improvements after 9 months. You know, other people who just maybe don't have good nutrition or aren't eating the right foods, they'll have gut renew and they're like, oh my God, I feel so much better. So we can't, I hope you're someone for whom it happens quickly, but if you need that full gut makeover, get on the gut renew. You can have 2 smoothies a day. Get rid of gluten, dairy, eggs, sugar and alcohol.
And carbs.
And just be clean. You can have fruit because if that's the only carbohydrate, you know, sugar that you're having, we do allow you to have fruit in those smoothies, but you can get rid of some of those other highly
limit the fruit
allergen.
I did it for a while, and it's like hard. But
Violet didn't eat fruit for like 8 years.
It's hard, but you adapt because sugar used to really trigger my like gut health. But you'll adapt to it, and everything will be fine. And then
you would eat berries.
Go back. Yeah, berries.
If you want a lower sugar option, use berries because they're so high in fiber that they're very low in sugar.
Yeah.
When you have fiber in something, it actually counteracts the effect of the insulin response. So berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, especially wild blueberries because they're so high in antioxidants. The fiber is so high that it brings down the sugar content.
Yeah. Also, if anything says something to you, like if any product is saying to you like, oh, this will work in an instant, and you have major gut issues, like nothing's gonna work in an instant if you have major severe gut issues. Like it's just gonna take a little bit of time, but it's very possible to turn things around.
Think of it like a wound healing with a scab. It's a slow process where those skin cells build back until you heal that wound, and it's the same in your gut. We just can't see it. So, you know, if you're someone like Violet who had leaky gut, eating only organic foods and getting rid of those highly allergic foods and giving her body more of the good bacteria, that was all helping her to seal up those holes in her intestine and to help her, have the nutrients that she needed. She needed those digestive enzymes in order to digest her food. She didn't need the hydrochloric acid, but you never took that, right?
I might have.
I think Zanny took that because she was having such problems with food coming back on her. And she said it was from when she had radiation that it completely killed her body's natural production of hydrochloric acid. So she takes it with every meal now.
What I'm going to say is I feel like a lot of doctors or propagandists say like, if you do this, it'll ruin this forever. I do think the body's constantly changing. So wherever you are in your journey with gut health, with whatever you're dealing with, I do think it's very possible to turn things around, obviously. If you have,
and it takes some
time,
assistance.
but the body
can
heal
nutrition,
itself.
discipline, some tools, and that's why we're giving you these tools as a way to help. So that's our 30% off. You're making a funny face. 30% off Instagram. Look at your sign is in the right way.
Wow.
It's GUT30 is the promo code. All of these products are available at SuzanneSummers.com. That's for Facebook. Turn this direction. GUT30. This is my girl. We're getting ready. I'm having a Valentine dinner tomorrow, and then Suzanne and Alan are coming. Your grandparents are coming for dinner next
I can't wait.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Can't wait.
So I'll show you. I'm starting to set the table over here. You can see. Ooh. There it is. I got my flowers. So that's what we're doing. All right, you guys, thanks for joining us today. We are going to sail into the weekend. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. And
Happy
if you are excited
Day.
about the Super Bowl, I hope your team wins. I also just hope you have good wings because we all need some good buffalo wings. All right, if you want to watch my Valentine dinner prep on Instagram, I am at Caroline Summers, and we're happy to answer questions too if you guys want to DM. We know what it's like to be in bad gut health, and it's really nice to be on the.
At that. I DM her, not me. I don't check.
I do, and I feel so strongly about passing on what we've learned if you've been through a big obstacle. And that's really why we created Gut Renew, because I had so many friends who would call me and say, hey, I'm having really bad issues with bloating, or my son is having the same thing that happened to Violet. It's chronic, it is epidemic. So that's why, when we took this, I was like, we have to put this all in one formula, because I was writing list after list. I kept copy and pasting the same email to people, giving them advice on what kind of nutrients we have. So now it is all here in Gut Renew. You've got all those good plant-based proteins. You've got the gut health nutrients, the extra immune support. You're getting a ton of the phyto greens from fruits and vegetables. And it's not in place of eating fruits and vegetables, but man, if you haven't had them yet, you feel like you're at least getting something from these. And you'll notice, like, when you're making your smoothies, they're a tinge green once you put the Gut Renew and the original flavor. And usually I blend it without the Gut Renew, and when I add the Gut Renew, it turns a little. They're greens, superfoods, greens. So anyway, that's our show, guys.
Yay, nice to see you.
The Gut Renew is already marked down, guys. So the 30% off is for the supplements, because those are not marked down. Gut 30 is the promo code for the supplements only, because Gut Renew is already marked down.
Get your gut supplements.
More than 30%. So thanks for joining us. Suzanne and Alan are back on Monday. Are you available Monday?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It's a makeup day. And I am not going to be here for the after show, but this one could do a cosmetics show. So Suzanne and Alan will be on at 4. Violet will be on right after to do a little makeup tutorial. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.